Hey, what Garner hasn't taken his eyes off him.
I think he's building, all of a sudden, he's getting a little bit agitated there. He's building himself up for the call. Oh, Garner's looking cool, isn't he?
He really is. He's got the bone in his teeth.
Big moment.
I tell you what, Garner must think how, I mean, every bit of adrenaline is flowing. He's got the ladies. He's got 2,000 pounds. He's won this pot. Will the 7,000 quid be his? He's close. He's not halfway there, but he ain't far.
He's getting there. He's getting closer.
That's a good one.
I've made history in Oldham. I don't want to boast. First ever 147 break on television in Oldham.
Was it Oldham?
Yeah.
All in.
On a snowy
All in.
January. All in. Pair of sevens.
210, I reckon. Something like that.
Okay,
Roberts.
Definite count, just let me know.
Says 210. I think we made
Pass.
it slightly more than that,
Pass.
but
For Roberts, you'd like to see him get this through.
yes.
And we have a call.
Has he looked? I think he has. Oh, you know, he may not have looked. It's only 240 pounds. It's only 90 pounds more to Garner. I think the maths say he actually doesn't have to look. Or common sense, in fact, would say that.
More.
You've probably seen in your time somebody fold that, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably in a celebrity heat, somebody from a soap.
getting 90
Not Beppy, of course. Beppy wouldn't fold.
no. Nor would Willie Thorne.
I haven't been hitting anything today. Luckily, I don't need to.
Oh, now the luck thing comes into it. Now it's
Oh, you've got a call. Oh, 60 quid into it.
No-brainer.
both agree that he had to call. It's always nice. No arguments there. And there's nothing for nobody. Sevens holding at the moment.
It would be really unlucky of Roberts to get beat from this spot, wouldn't it? For Roberts, anyway.
Yes, it would be. It's been done, and the two would do it, would seal the deal. You can't look. There's people running on the pitch. They think it's all over.
He couldn't look, but he couldn't look away either.
Oh, fair enough. Seven should have held up, and they did.
Two little ends.
So sort of down for the count, but not out. That's sort of in the binary system. It would have been a 0-1-0.
These odd numbers just make it like.
Still 6 around the table in this match of the football fans. And Oldham's Howard has showed some promise,
Pass.
but he's not getting too into the mix
Pass.
without good cards.
Pass.
We know that
Pass.
Booth has been quite aggressive. Blind on blind now. And Fletcher, he's grown a bit on the short side. And this feels to me like a little bitty raise. No, it's just a limp in.
No
And
raise.
the math man, Shane Roberts, he looks like he's, I don't know, watching the birth of a child. That's a great flop for Shane. 2 pair.
I'm all in.
All in.
Oh, Fletcher, it's his first bluff. It's his first bluff of the night.
Oh.
Look what he's run into.
It's going to be difficult to get out of trouble here.
Oh, my gosh. Poor fella. Lincoln. This has kind of been Lincoln's problem, mistiming their runs.
Well, really, when he looks back at this, he'll realise where he's made his mistakes. And so we don't really need to tell him where he made his mistakes. I'm sure if he...
I mean, to be fair, Fletcher has not gotten the best of the card draw. Really hasn't had the best of the deck tonight.
But he folded some big hands as well.
He did
Said
fold
the
one
Jack
big
9
hand.
was awful.
Me going.
But let's not tell him about that. Let's not remind him about the fact that he's let down the whole of Lincoln.
Yeah.
But I mean, great news for Roberts from Bristol. I mean,
Only running cards.
yeah, Roberts is going to virtually double up and basically be back in it.
Let's wait.
And yeah, I think he's drawing dead, is he?
Ace of spades comes up.
It was a funny look. If the ace of spades had come on the river there, that would have been a split pot. There were 2 ace of spades on the. No,
right.
I think somebody said there.
Right.
It would have been a duff pack.
Double two. Pass.
Raise to 300.
Raise to 300.
Now, Booth there under the gun. I think if he had had 2,000 pounds, he would have raised with the ace-8, but he had to fold, and so hello, Colchester.
Pass.
And you can see the power of money.
Pass.
We see that's where I think as yet the maths teacher from Bristol hasn't really got to grips with tournament poker, short stacked, short table seat tournament poker. The ace-9, that's worth going with again. It really is.
This is the second time in about 4 or 5 hands when Haig has had 3s on the short stack. He's got a couple options here.
He's got a bit more gameplay in him, I think, Haig. I think he's prepared to get involved. He doesn't believe Garner as much as Shane Roberts did.
What is he going to do, though, if it flop comes all lows? How committed is he to it? Should he lead out? I mean...
Well, Garner's not shown too much inspiration when it comes to continuation betting. It'd be interesting to see what Garner does here.
I think Haig has to bet out at this.
He
I
could
think he
very
has
well.
to bet 400 pounds. There's 670 in there.
Check.
Maybe 300 pounds.
Check.
Well,
You know, to find out where he is.
yeah.
Oh, now he doesn't have to bet. Or he could bet.
Check.
Now he's got a full house.
Check.
He's not going to get any action out of Garner.
No.
He's very cagey, isn't he? Should a king hit, though? Oh, what a card that is. Doesn't really change anything, I know, but what a card it is from
Pretty ugly
Haig's
card
point of
for
view.
Haig,
Haig must
yeah.
be going, oh dear, I didn't want to see that really. Now he's beaten to a pair.
I think from
Even a
Haig's point
7.
of view,
A 7 would have been, oh, and that's the wrong time to bet in a way, isn't it?
200.
it's entirely possible he's misread the board.
200. Pass.
You know, I mean, he wouldn't be. I mean, he wouldn't be scared. Or he's put Garner on an ace high. I mean,
I think it was just like a half a panic bet there. He's
yeah,
sort of,
I think
you know,
you're right.
But I mean, oh well. So often you see a hand develop and you think, actually, I should have bet earlier. And that even that situation with the low, sort of the under full house, it was perhaps worth betting to see where you were. You're only going to get paid off if the other guy's got something.
Yes, 17.
At that point, he could check and induce a bluff. You mean? Yeah. I have this feeling that that Garner is. Well, these 3s are running rampant.
Limpid.
Call.
Tepid. They're tepid. Now he calls with the 3s, which is actually probably a better hand than the king 10 he raised with. But
It feels
mix your
like
hand up. Mix your hand up. Mix your game up.
it's only 150 to call, was it? Well, it might actually. Yeah, it's only 150 to call.
Call.
Roll reversal here. Roberts with the king queen.
No raise.
They're all involved.
Has
they all
Haig
in?
stuck 80 pounds in with that Jack 3?
Did he?
I think so. You know, there's like 10% of the money in play is in the pot before the flop. It just feels like somebody should have made a big move, huh?
Well, as the blinds go up,
£10 off you, honey.
these bets effectively are
£10.
more valuable.
That counts.
So perhaps you could argue players are getting more timid, but really
Being tight.
you can scare people off with a big bet. And, now it's in the lap of the gods to the flop.
I would have loved to see what would have happened if Booth had launched 900 pounds in all in with the 8-4 from the big blind. I know it seems mad, but...
Who's hit? Booth
And Roberts.
and Roberts.
Check.
The other 2 are out of it.
Check.
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 Roberts must think he's miles in front.
150.
150.
Oh, you might get a